the North Carolina State Wolfpack, and the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see, the Titans taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Titans offense will start this game off with the football. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking downfield, it's Beebe. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Titans decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Cradles it at the 45. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out and they'll have the ball for the first time. They're led by a sensational signal caller. And Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Fires to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gentry. There he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Dropping back, it's Beebe. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone when they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On on 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. And the Titans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. On the move at the 30. Oh, he found a space on the right. They get him down to this offensive setup. 1st and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football.
Touchdown, NC State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
He'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
To the air. It's Beebe. Pocket breaking down. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Titans will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. The solid return there, offset. The punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just plowing ahead. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The option look. Now the toss. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Great job by the back on the option.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Offense in a bunch formation. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air, it's Beebe. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Titans will punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Oh,
he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. So after the break, they'll go back to work. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. He'll do it himself. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Hauls it in. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The quick out.
And then man coverage where they get up in your face and they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lead in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Dropping back, it's Beebe. He tries to take the top off. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Off and running. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this deep...
They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense got it. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown Titans. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Otis. Working that left side now. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to warmed up field and get the first down.
Steps away to find some room. Snagged in the middle. It's Gentry. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Running to Green. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Man, we've seen in recent years the evolution of the tight end position, right? You think about Brock Bowers at Georgia, Tyler Warren at Penn State. How about this guy getting involved in the option option play. He's the pitch man. No one accounting for him. He's got the athleticism to not just catch touchdown passes or block for other people. Getting involved in the running game here on the option pitch for a score as well. Unbelievable job.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Got a man. It's Smallwood. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Beebe. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Sets up the screen. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. When you've already sent your punt around 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Firing to the right, complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Titans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. Breaks the tackle. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll try the right side. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Back to throw, it's Otis. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Lofts one high indeed. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. He'll start this drive firing. Caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's already made one field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. Creates a little room. Oh, out of space. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, NC State. And the route is on.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looking for a man. It's Beebe. Oh, they're after him. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if...
And he ends up taking a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Finds a little space. Nice move to pick up yardage. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll run this one off right tackle. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to fire. Working that wide receiver screen. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice move there. Made him miss again. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Give to the running back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball.
Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a man. It's Beebe. Finds his man down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Titans will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
They try to pop a run on the draw. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Used the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Let's go.
Looking to fire. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Titans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Gentry. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Key. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Key. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Pulls and fires complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Caught over the middle. It's Gentry. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Motion from the back. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Wants to go up top. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Line getting set on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going for the big play. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's the pressure.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep...
Breaks into the open.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
This one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish.